Spaces Africa Creative Con is an interactive conference that brings emerging creatives in fashion, film, visual arts, and music with educators and skilled professions who are knowledgeable and skilled in the field together. The gathering includes masterclasses, artist talks, and pitch fairs for filmmakers and cultural experiences centered around a walkable program of art galleries, retail stores, restaurants, and bars.
CreatorCon is a product of Spaces Africa. Spaces Africa is a platform we came up with in 2016 to backlift field creatives or creatives. So basically, all these amazing creatives and ideas that you've ever seen that you're like, oh man, that can only happen in Europe, right? Whether it's building a stage, whether it's a concert, whether it's a fashion show, whether it's, those things you look at and say, that's never going to happen here. And even if I had the idea to do that, who's going to fund it? Who's going to back it? Who's got the production muscle to do it? And so Spaces Africa is formed by a group of creatives, marketers, fashion designers, you say that, and so we've sort of dedicated our resources to partnering up with platforms, individuals, brands, and all of that, and creating these one-of-one experiences. And I'm glad you guys are here because we started in 2016, and everything we've done in 2016, and we've probably done about 20 art projects, scaling mostly towards like 500 people to 5,000 people, and they've all been like invite only. That allows us to sort of build this world, an immersive world where we can take things, conceptually crazy. And then we've done like 1 or 2 shows that are like 15,000 people, where we're the creative direction behind that. But essentially, our platform can be summed up in 3 things: collaboration, innovation, exhibition. We don't do events, we do exhibitions. So the tangents are for us music, fashion, art, and culinary spaces.
It is an excellent platform to enjoy the food of art, visual arts, and of course wine. The project is aimed at making it easier for emerging artists to find a ready audience and perhaps for emerging art lovers to start their collection.
And partner up with brands that allow us to, or they aren't afraid to, go to the stars. We said we have all of these things and we've been doing all of these projects, but what's the conversation point? Like, are we talking to, how do we talk to these artists? And so tonight we launched Spaces as an umbrella, but also CreatorCon as the mouthpiece to Spaces. And some of the art that you're seeing here are the people on the panel that are exhibiting, and they're not necessarily just artists. They're creative directors, they fashion designers, they artists, they illustrators, their music. So it's all of these creatives that have a multidisciplinary sort of piece to them, and they don't have a finite space. Like, I can be in photography, but I dabble in fashion. So where do I exhibit? At a gallery or at a fashion show? And so Spaces Africa and CreatorCon makes that linear.
Part of the project is KK Ravane, a multidisciplinary artist renowned for his work across artistic territories. The artist is consistently pushing boundaries, traditional norms, and strives to reshape the narrative surrounding art, fashion, culture, and identity.
I'm one of the co-founders and curators of Usurper Digital Gallery, the first ever digital gallery in Africa, currently physical. And we collaborated with Spaces and Fresh Air due to creating spaces that are more innovative, new ways of experiencing African narratives and African stories. I think we're at a beautiful transition where we can look at African optimism and look at how we can actually take such spaces and evolve our storytelling. I think when you focus on the creators, the curators, you get to identify an era, a genre, a community. And I think it's important to have spaces run by us to create more of these opportunities and platforms where there's connection, collaboration, and more importantly, ways to amplify our stories.
Also part of the panel is DJ Wendy, a South African-based stylist, DJ, producer, and content creator. With a passion for music and fashion, she wears many hats from styling and DJing to mental wellness advocacy and fashion entrepreneurship.
Basically, there's a lot of people that are doing amazing stuff that are here and that people don't necessarily know about. So what I love about this space is that it connects creatives and people that do different things. I'm into fashion, I'm into music, you know, I do a lot of things. So this is kind of like a space that makes me want to connect with other creatives and have solutions, but creative solutions into today's problems, I guess.
The story of Spaces Africa Creative Con is not just about artistic success, but about passionate desire to provoke thought, ignite conversation, and bring about change through the creative industry. For Morning Live, I am Tapelo Moena.